Hi everyone, so we'll be discussing about identifying data characteristics. We already discussed about the types of sampling techniques and the data and how to collect it and whom should be collected. Identify data characteristics. So this is nothing but helping you to organize and summarize the data in a convenient and informative way. We get to know about any process performance just because of the data. So data, the usage of it is that without data we cannot predict anything, we cannot analyze anything, that how the processes are happening and what is the performance of it. So what are the data characteristics? Measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion and variation. What is the average performance, how the the average performance is happening, what is the deviation in the process, whether it is high or whether it is low. So under measures of central tendency, you must be knowing about mean, median, mode. I am sure you have heard about it. So mean is nothing but having average of all points mentioned divided with total number of units. So basically if you are finding out the 10 students marks and you are finding out the average student having the marks of around, suppose, or the sum of the the data is having 250 and there are 10 total number of 10 students are there, so 25 will be the average marks of the students, of the all 10 students. Median is nothing but it is including the middle value of the data set. So what is the middle? It differentiates the two sections, whether we having, suppose we are having 11 data, right? 11 data, so 5 is one side and 5 is one side. There is a median, that is 11th number in the mid, that is called the median. Median is nothing but differentiating the two sections. Actually, mode is nothing but frequently occurring data set, frequently occurring number in data set, which is frequently occurring in the data set, that is called as mode. Another one will be talking about standard deviation. So probably people are not very sure about what does it mean, but it revolves around mean, right? We have the average of the data and we need to know what is the standard deviation. Suppose this is the bell curve I have created, right? So the basic flow, or we can say the basic dispersion of the data, if the bell curve is very well distributed, then that means the data is not so well properly distributed. If it is skewed, like if it is less than the normal distribution, then it means the data is having a major standard deviation. So deviation is there must be. So if mean is more, then standard deviation must be more. If mean is less, the standard deviation must be less. So suppose if we are having a mean of around 6, so standard deviation probably coming as 2.5 or 3, so that means it is like that. Another point is that check for data stability. So this, till this point, that is all fine. Another one is that check for data stability. So if we are checking out on the data stability part, we need to see that how it needs to be checked. There must be some methodologies to be taken care, right? So run charts is one of the concern we can be discussing about. So run charts are nothing but this is the concept in a software called Minitab. We can see the run charts there. Stable data is to be used for analysis. The data which has less variations is fine for the further examination. So if data is stable, that will be taken further for the examinations. So run chart is nothing but the data gives you some p-values. We need to add all those p-values and we need to check whether it is more than 0.05. If it is more than 0.05, then that means the data is stable. This can be checked in Minitab. And total number of p-values, if more than 0.05, then it's a stable, else if less than 0.05, then it is not stable. So I will be discussing about the run chart and the data and the Minitab software once with you some or the other day, but we'll be getting the basic brief of this this point of run chart.